guys, it's Brooklyn and welcome to my channel. So today's video is going to be another Let's Talk video, and this time it's going to be a part 2 of plastic surgery, because I did part 1 of this last year about my opinions on plastic surgery and discussing like why people get it done and do I think it's acceptable or whatnot. I do think if it's what you want to get done and it's what you want to do, then do it for yourself. But yeah, if you want to watch part 1, I will link it down below. And I did mention and touch on what plastic surgery I would actually get done if I would get it done. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I touched on that in part 1, but I'm gonna do part 2 and I'm gonna more explain what I would actually get done and why I want to get it done. And if it is too much of a repeat of part 1, then I apologise. But I suppose it's been over a year, a year since that first video, but maybe some things have changed, maybe some things haven't, but my opinions haven't really changed with plastic surgery. I do believe if you want to get it done and it's for the right reasons, then do it. At the end of the day, you only get one life, and if something's really bothering you, you're really insecure and it's affecting your life and you've done everything you can to help yourself, then getting that bit of work done, it's going to help you function better in life and help you be more happier. That's better, I believe, than being miserable, because at the end of the day, you only get one life, like I said before, so you're better living it as happily as you can, because yeah, like once that time goes, you never get it back. So So let's get into what I would actually get done, and some of these things, they're in the works. Now, I haven't booked anything or anything, but I have a plan to get these done. And some of these are, oh, I would love to get that done, but I'm not sure I ever will go through with it. So let's get started. So I'll start from the head to toe, pretty much. So, the thing I've had done aesthetically, which isn't really plastic surgery, well, it's not, but it kind of goes into that umbrella, because aesthetics and plastic surgery are kind of hand in hand, if that makes sense. So the thing I've actually had done with alteration to my face is lip filler. So I have got like about 3.5 mils on my lips from, like, I started getting them redone in 2021 because I got them done back in 2018 and 2019, but they got botched, so I had to get them dissolved. The worst pain ever. I got them dissolved after my wedding in 2021, and then I started getting them refilled properly. So from 2021 August to April 2023, I have got 3.5 mils put in my lips. So I kind of had them done every 6 months to a year. Every 6 months in that time frame, I would say. But since then, since April 2023, I haven't had anything, like any more fillers done, because I've been pregnant, and then I just haven't got around to doing it. But this summer I am going to get them refilled, because they're starting to go down and I want to get another mill put through. They look like really full now because I have overlined them, but I want to get another mill put in just to keep them full. So yeah, that's what I'm definitely going to get done again, and I've had them done in the past. And we'll continue on with aesthetics. So I want to get Botox. So I want to get 3 hours of Botox. So the forehead lines, the frown lines, so I can raise the eyebrows, so like a brow lift, and also the crow's feet. Because I noticed them areas are starting to become more lined and pronounced. I don't like that. I like to look as young as possible and as smooth. And I've always kind of had a couple of lines on my forehead and underneath the eyes since I was in my early 20s, I would say. But as I've gotten older, like especially this past 5 years, I've noticed them getting way worse, and I want to try to freeze them because it makes me feel more comfortable. Do you know what I mean? I want to have a smooth forehead, and I want to feel as youthful as possible for as long as possible. So I want to get my Botox done and see what I look like with Botox. So yeah, so on to I've heard for Botox you can get like the neck bands done, so it's gonna lift your jawline, so I want to maybe get that done too. So I do have kind of strong necklines here, like bands, like coming down my neck, and over time they can pull the skin on my jaw down, which will create like a sagging chin, like sagging jawline, which I do not want. And I want to try to freeze them like muscles that cause like that pulling down of the face to kind of keep my skin, like my jawline, as snatched as possible. I don't have a very snatched jawline naturally. It is more like snatched than what it was, like more sharper than what it was before I lost weight. But I want to try and prevent it from going south as much as possible. And because I think that would affect me badly if I did have a really saggy neck, especially prematurely. So yeah, because I didn't get to really enjoy having like a snatched jawline in my early 20s because I was overweight and I had like a big double chin. Not a big one, but it was like lower. It didn't look like I had like a jawline, whereas now I do, and I want to keep that for as long as possible. I know it'll probably sound like a vain, insecure so-and-so, but we're talking about plastic surgery, so what do you really expect? Also, I've seen that people get these Fred facelifts, so they kind of get the Freds inserted into their skin. So if it's your jawline, a Fred's kind of Fred through their face here and pulled, so it pulls like the skin on the face tighter, so it lifts any like loose or sagging skin. You can get it for your eyebrows, you can get it for like the cheeks and the jawline. I would consider getting that done later down the line, like let's say the next 5 or so years. It's not definite, but it's something I would love to get done just to create more of that youthful sculpted look, especially if I do have more of a saggier face in 5 years, and I would definitely get them done to kind of get my face back more snatched. So let's move back on to the face, which I should have mentioned. I should have probably wrote things down to be fair. So for the face, say for instance, I'm getting older. If I do notice my face ages really badly, I will get a facelift. That's something I would consider as a facelift. Let's say when I'm 60 or something, I would get a facelift just to create that more youthful look. Now, if my face ages nicely, it doesn't go all saggy and really wrinkly early, then I won't get one. But if I do notice my face just looks really old and what I would like it to, then I would get a facelift done. So yes, I know, literally just everything. It just sounds like I want everything done, doesn't it? Also, so for actual proper plastic surgery, so I'll work from the body area. So one thing that I'm definitely, if I can't get rid of it through diet and exercise alone, is liposuction. So I have like a short torso, so I'll put a picture of what I look like full body wise. So, or should I show you it on camera? I don't know. I'll put a picture up anyway and I'll show you as well. It's probably hard. You can see there. So I've got some like back fat and I hate it. I hate it. It's probably not noticeable in my clothes, but in certain outfits it looks worse. Do you know what I mean? And it just looks like I'm bigger than what I actually am. So I've always kind of had it. It was way worse when I was bigger, but as I've lost the weight, like 6-7 years ago I lost the weight, it hasn't really fully went away. Now I know like having some sort of back fat is normal, but I see so many girls with like really smooth backs and I want that. I do find that it does get me down a lot, so I am on a journey to like toning my body up, like doing weightlifting and stuff, and like going to workout classes. So I am on a journey to tone my body up and to get my body like more muscly, to change the body composition and to burn fat. So let's say in a year's time, if I really work on it, like be really serious and consistent, which I have got to, I've became more consistent with it this past wee while. But if I really stick at it and do more of it, within a year, I'll judge this time next year, and if tweak my diet to burn fat, and if I've worked my ass off and tone like to build and tone the muscles in my back and my stomach, and if I still notice I have that back fat, I'm getting liposuctioned off, because let me tell you, also my belly too. My belly isn't as bad, but the back is, and I just don't like the way it looks in outfits. Sometimes I just feel like I have like a big fat back, and I just don't like it. And just the rules that when I wear a bra, especially, which I have to wear because I've got big titties. Just putting it out there, just saying how it is. I do. So I want to get that lipoed off, and I do think I will have to go towards the lipo route, because yeah, it is like a bit like too much fat on my torso, because I'm going off on a tangent here, because like I am 33 coming in this month, I am scared that, especially if I can't tone it and burn it off, and no matter what I do, it's still there. And because like with menopause, women go through the menopause, and it's known that like you're more likely to hold weight on you around the torso. And if I still have that problem, and I've done everything I can, and then I go through menopause and I get a bad menopause, and I put loads of weight on around my torso, I don't want that, because that'll make it so much worse. And because my torso isn't long, it's short. I've got really long legs but a short torso, and I'm 5'1", so I need all the help I can get to make sure my torso, my upper body, is smooth. And I think if I did get a bad menopause and I put loads of fat around my midsection, that would actually get me down, and it would put my mental health in tatters, because I want to be one of these like mature ladies here, like cougar type of mature ladies, who people still find them like, people still find them sexy, still find them attractive, like younger women admire them, younger men are after them. I want to be that type of woman who's 50, 60 and they're still getting attention, even 70. I want to be my best version of myself at that age, and I don't think if I don't get this lipoed off, and if I don't get this lipoed off and I have a bad menopause, if I don't get this lipoed off and I have a bad menopause and it makes it 10 times worse, I don't think I would be that type of person, and it would get me down. Because yeah, for me, when I look my best, I feel my best, and if that happened to me, I put loads of weight around my midsection, especially with menopause, I think that would really, really get me down. So, and I'll give it a year and see, with like a really good exercise routine and tweaking my diet, and if it still is a problem area, I'm going to save up and get liposuction, because I'd rather get lipoed off. I know people may think that's extreme and vain, but at the end of the day, it's my body, and it does get me down. It does get me down, and I want to be smooth, and I want to have that really seamless, like streamlined, slim, smooth figure. And I want to protect myself for later on in life, because with liposuction, if you get the fat cells suctioned out, they can't grow back. So with like the menopause, like especially if I do, I shouldn't go for a bad one, because people in my family, women in my family, don't really go for bad ones, but I'm not taking that chance. But here, I'm going off on a tangent here, but getting liposuction done, the fat cells are taken away, so I won't put all that weight back on in the midsection. My whole body will be protected from the menopause, and I'll look snatched, and I'll be like a cougar type of older woman, which yeah, I want to, like that glamorous, like the glamorous mummies, the glamorous grannies. I want to be a glamorous granny. Yeah, so vain, but it's true. I would feel a lot better to be a glamorous, mature woman than a frumpy one. I don't want to be a dried up frumpy woman. I want to be a glamorous one. And yeah, this sounds so vain, but it is true. So onto like the torso area, the titties. I just have to say it out there, the titties. So, my titties actually, okay, Brooklyn, you are immature. Your boobs, your breast, not your titties. I don't even know if for this video up. But, this area, do you know what I mean? This area, I would get them done. Now, obviously I've got big boobs. I've always had that, and with pregnancy they haven't really changed much. They've pretty much stayed the same, but I know that later on in life your boobs can drop, and mine's from teenagehood to have dropped because it is normal, and bigger boobs tend to, but I don't have saggy boobs or anything. Boobs are still fairly perky, and I want them to stay that way. But I know if I have, like, I do want to have another child in a few years' time. I don't know how, like, another child is going to affect the girls, but I know later in life they probably will get affected, and if they do get saggy, I'm going to get a good, if they do get saggy, I will get like a breast lift. Definitely, that's one thing I would get done. Maybe when I'm 40 or 45, I would get them done and lift it up a little bit more, because yeah, I want to keep that area pert, and literally I want a banging body my whole life. I want to just be snatched because it'll make me feel comfortable and confident, and yeah. And I think if my boobs did go south, it would really get me down, especially if I couldn't get liposuction done and then menopause got me, because menopause can affect your boobs too. So yeah, I want to protect myself, because I know for a fact if my body literally went to shit during menopause, I don't think I'd be mentally sane. I think I'd be away. That sounds so selfish, but the way I look at it is that for me to feel good, when I look good I feel good, and getting that work done will help me throughout life. And because I do have kids, I've got two Frenchies and a human child, and if you, like, let's say if people who are against plastic surgery, that's fine, but if, like, before you make a judgment on me, and this sounds harsh, not meaning to, but think about it. So if you had your mum, right, and what would you rather have? Your mum have a few procedures done but be happy, the best version of herself, happy, healthy, thriving? Or would you rather your mum be miserable, frumpy, hating herself, can't do anything, or quality of life affected because she can't handle what's in the mirror and she can't do anything about it? What would you rather have? I know from a fact I'd rather have a happy, healthy mum than a miserable mum. So if plastic surgery gives, like, someone their happiness back and their zest for life back, then that's the best thing. Obviously, if they go to extreme where they're getting unnecessarily done, then that is a problem. But the way I look at it for myself, I wouldn't get unnecessary work done. I would get done if it's necessary, and I do believe that my back fat needs to go. And if I can't diet and exercise it away, I'm going to get it surgically removed. And I did say that in my last video, but it is true. So on to, let's say, the dental work. So what I would get done, because my teeth, they don't look too bad on the camera now, but they have went to shit from what they used to look like. I'll put a picture up of a selfie of me smiling 6 years ago. So when I was a teenager in my late teens, I had braces on my teeth to make them straight, and they stayed straight for several years. I had beautiful straight white teeth, and when my wisdom teeth came in at the age of 28, 29, between 27 to 30, around that time, my wisdom teeth all came in, and they effed my teeth up. They crowded them in again. As you can see, like, this one sticks out, this one like sticks in, and they're like a mess. And this one, like the bottom one, sticks out as well. And I just want them done. I just want them restored. So they really get me down. And because with the wisdom teeth causing crowding and gums flare up, especially when we were coming through, I had to use specialised mouthwash which stained my teeth. And it's not so bad, you don't notice it when I have makeup on, but when I don't have makeup on, I notice that my teeth don't look as white, and it really, really does get me down. Like, I'm so self-conscious of them. So what I am planning to do, which is a yes, definitely, is I'm going to get these wisdom teeth, all four of them, removed. Like, I'm going to work on getting them done next year. So in the new year, they'll be gone. And then I'm going to get them all done, like all of them taken out, and get myself put under while I'm getting them done, so they're all out. I know that's extreme, but I want to get all four of them wisdom teeth taken out, and then wait 6 months to a year, save my teeth, because sometimes your teeth can't straighten out if that like that the teeth that were causing the crowding are away. Sometimes your teeth can move back and straighten out, so I'll give myself between 6 months and a year to save my teeth will straighten out. And in that time I'll do like whitening treatments and stuff. I could do that now actually, but in that time I'll do whitening treatments to kind of whiten them a bit, and I'll judge around a year later. I'll judge it and see how my teeth look, and if they look pretty much straight to what they were like before they went crooked again, then I won't need to get Invisalign. But I don't know how likely, it might be a bit unlikely they'll go back completely straight. But if they are completely straight, then all I'll get done is just the whitening treatment and maybe get professional whitening or composite bonding. But the more likely option is, or result is, that yes, it's straightened out, but there's still some crowding there that need to be corrected. So if I still have crowding, I will get Invisalign. I would never get metal braces again, because I didn't like having them on my teeth. Even as a teenager, I felt really self-conscious, and no way as a 30-something woman I'll be getting braces on my teeth. I want to get Invisalign, so I'll get them done. So it's been a year since the wisdom teeth got taken out, and then I get an Invisalign, and given that year, like say for instance, if it went 3 months after getting wisdom teeth taken out, then I haven't given my teeth enough time to straighten out, so it'll be more expensive to get the Invisalign. Whereas leaving that good gap will help my teeth straighten out, and it'll be like less time with the Invisalign, less expensive for the price of them, and I get the results there. Do you know what I mean? So I would get Invisalign, and then if I felt my teeth, let's suppose if I don't get Invisalign, or if I do, depends how I look, but if I felt that my teeth weren't as white, even with the whitening treatment and everything, and if I felt they weren't as white as what I want, because I want them really white, I will get composite bonded on them. I think I will, and I will get the brightest one, so the BL1, I will get all on like the front teeth, like the visible teeth you can see when I smile. So I'll get all them done with the BL1, and underneath too, I will get that done. Or if my dentist said maybe they won't last as long, because I have heard the composite bonding doesn't last as long as veneers. But the thing about veneers, I wouldn't want to get my teeth really filed down. But if I felt like, oh here, I do want to get, like I've tried everything to get them as white as possible, they're not how I want them to be, even with them straightened out with Invisalign and stuff, then I will get veneers, but I'll go for the option where I don't need to get my teeth filed down that much. So I would go for like the porcelain veneers, get them that BL1, and get them like a perfectioned version of my original teeth. So yeah, I want to get my teeth done. And I think that's everything I've covered, so that's what I really, really want done, which does sound loads, but some of them aren't definite, but a lot of them are. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you again for the next one. Stay gorgeous, God bless, bye.